have 7. I have one sister. She's 9 years older than me, and 6 brothers. I'm sandwiched right in the middle of all 6 of them. We were homeschooled, and so it was very fun. Not like hectic, but not hectic, because all of us except for one are introverted. I'm like half and half. I'm super, super outgoing, depending on who I'm around and how comfortable I am around them. But otherwise, I'm very, very quiet. And even people I'm comfortable around, I need a lot of quiet time. And there's a lot of times I just don't have anything to say. I just enjoy being in someone's presence and not talking a lot. We did, we were homeschooled up until I was about 13 or 14, and then we started going to a school within the school district that was for homeschool kids, but we had teachers from the school district, all this different stuff, and we would go just for a couple classes. Like the kids would go for extracurriculars like art and dance and theater and choir and all these different things, and then the older kids, we did all of that as well, but we also had things like biology, calculus, history, some different like higher level classes that sometimes the moms, it was just a little bit too much to try and teach, because most homeschool families have bigger families, larger amounts of kids. And then my 3 younger brothers did end up going to high school, like fully, and then a few of us went off to college and did our own thing. So, surprisingly, every single baby was on purpose. My parents both came from some broken homes, and my mom was an only child. My dad had 2 siblings, and they both wanted a really big family and to just be blue collar, to have mom be a stay-at-home mom, and that was the life that they wanted. And so there was not a single unplanned pregnancy. Every single one was on purpose. And we do use birth control, but it is not artificial. We use natural family planning, which is based on your cycle and avoiding intimacy during the periods that you're fertile. And so it is a faith-based thing. I will link down below, or I'll write out below, just the different Bible verses that have to do with this and the different reasonings. But the reason we don't use artificial birth control is because the purpose of intimacy and marriage and all of that, and I'll put this in another video also, is to be open to life. Obviously you don't need to just be popping out children right and left. That's not healthy. That's not stable for a lot of people based on, how you are financially and where your position in life and things like that. But you are called to at least be open to it. So what natural family planning does is it allows you to navigate that situation of whether you want or are able to have a baby or not, but it still keeps intimacy as the gift that it's supposed to be, of giving yourself fully to your spouse, without any resignation of, yes, I give you all of this and I give you the comfort and the pleasure and all of these things, but I'm not going to allow you to have the part of me that can create life, because then it's then been twisted from its purpose. And so, and the other beautiful part of it is that when you refrain from intimacy for that period of time that the woman is fertile, it's a sacrifice, and it's a sacrifice to God. It's a sacrifice for each other, but it allows you to find new ways to be intimate during that time that don't just lead to intercourse. And it can be emotionally, it can still be physically, it can be, you're from the people I know, and just how it's been described, it's you find ways to get very creative, and it makes it fun in a way. Now, that's not to say that it's not frustrating, but But then when you come back together after that period of time, it's so much more special. Rather than, it's like you don't give a kid birthday cake all year round, because then it would just be something normal. And so then when you do have it only on a birthday, it's super, super special. So it's kind of the same concept. But it's also very helpful medically if you're a woman who has any issues with irregularity or hormone issues or anything like that. There's so much in depth, and it does take a lot of work, but there's so much that can help you understand your body and how your cycle works and how your hormones work and all these different things.